lunch. Dr. Jace, we got week 1, day 5. Today we're going to be going over ranges of motion, and we're going to practice those, especially going back towards knee health and knee maintenance, if we will. So we're going to revert our attention to the video, but before we do so, I want you guys to pay attention to a couple things. We want to hold certain ranges of motion for as long as you possibly can. If you notice cramping, back off. Some of that's a guarding mechanism, which keeps us wanting to push into that area just so we can attach the nervous system to the tissues itself. So I sped things up on more of a timer here, but just so you have a good understanding. So we're going to go to knee flexion first. Bring your heels to your butt as off or as long as you possibly can each side. You can go internal, external rotation with that. Then we're going to go into knee extension, legs completely straight, internal, external rotation, and then knees over toes, and we'll go from there. So let me play this video for you here. So as you can see, we got some pups around there too, which is exciting, but holding that as long as you possibly can. Over time, your leg's going to not want to hold there, so just keep holding that line of tightness. Next, going into legs straight as long as you possibly can, bleeding energy into the ligaments and tendons. And then we got internal, and then coming in soon, external rotation, just holding that there, ideally at a 90-degree angle for right now. As you straighten your leg or bend it more, you're going to notice a little bit more range of motion when you straighten it a little bit more from the 90-degree angle, and then a little less range of motion when you go 90 degrees and all the way to your limit in terms of flexing more. Now for these, you have to really push that line of tightness. If you can try to splay out your feet, even those out, that'll work even better as well. But just hold those as long as you possibly can. And that is it for today. Let's do that over the next couple days until we get to the full range of motion in terms of workspace. But until then, that is your challenge for today. As we go on to this next one, but just keeping in track of. Now, when your knees go over your toes, ideally you want heel on the ground. Your knees don't have to touch the wall. If you can try to hold it there, awesome. But honestly, if you can go a little bit before or bring your knees a little off the wall, just so you have a little bit of a give in, don't rely on the wall, that'll help tremendously as well. You might see my knees are starting to shake, legs are starting to shake, which you're just putting a lot of energy into that. It's going to be a really good workout for today, and it's how you're able to increase everything in terms of tissue tension from there on out. So that is the game plan for today. Do the best you can. Don't skip out on this one. We're going to be practicing this skill over and over as we go through, but now you know, moving forward. Best of luck. Woo!